Hello and welcome back, esports fans. Got a little Rocket League action for you. This is the Founders Invitational here with the EGF. That's the Electronic Gaming Federation. I'm FBI Tugboat, joined with Navik Cast. This man is casting and producing for this matchup between UT Arlington, henceforth referred to as Arlington, and the Rochester Institute of Technology. Not that anybody's ever heard of that one. I'm totally kidding. That is a joke on our owner, Tyler. The Rochester Institute of Technology looking to make this a fiery matchup.
Yeah, an alumni of RIT. But now, coming into this match, I'm excited for this, right? UT Arlington, arguably, I mean, this team is borderline legendary, right? They are all top 100, or there is a top 100 team overall. So it's definitely a really tough matchup for literally anybody to be going up against. And I'm super excited to see RIT play, right? I want to see how this team adapts to playing against such a high caliber.
Yeah, anybody who does not only pay attention to the the RLCS and stuff should know at least some of these players, right?
Yeah.
Just run through here. We got UT Arlington's team consisting of Echo Clutch, Sambra, and Adverse. Rochester Institute of Technology made up of Sunblaze, Bindo, and Casso.
Casso here getting a tap. Again, right, just going back onto what we were saying about UT Arlington being such a good team. RIT has the first goal.
That they do. Rochester Institute of Technology, again, striking first. And that's a mouthful, so I'll just go ahead with RIT again. But 1 minute in, this possession has changed several times. This scoreline is not indicative of just of RIT absolutely running out and possessing this ball the entire time. UTA, the University of Texas Arlington, has been able to manage this ball well.
Yeah, no, UT Arlington playing it well, starting to get some ball possession, but still down a goal. Sunblaze playing it patiently, tries to get it past Samba, sets it up though. Casso's going to try and commit for it. Ends up in Sunblaze's hands though. He's going to ride it against that wall, looking for the offensive rotation from his teammate. Doesn't quite find it.
Yeah, Sunblaze, not Gunblaze. That was a perfect setup all the way through. You got to be kicking yourself if you're Arlington. Well, never mind.
You got to be kicking
this
yourself.
Is the yeah, you got to be kicking yourself for that one, right?
That was unfortunate there. He went to go for the save, and I think he realized you could kind of see him trying to slide out of the way. It looked like he pulled the handbrake, trying to stop himself, but unfortunately, he just ended up touching the ball.
No.
Yeah,
I've been there before. Like literally watching it happen, like slow motion and some kind of movie or something. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Even scoreline after a slight misstep here for Rochester Institute of Technology. Pressure's on left and right, though. This is Arlington. Had possession. Now a nice rebound. Actually, it looks like they still kind of had possession. No, they're still fighting this over here. Sambra with a nice pass off here to Echo Clutch down bottom. This runaway might be it. Bindo all over it, though.
Yeah, now once again, UT Arlington tying it up. So now that they are even, we're on even ground. We're just getting into the first half, or just getting over the first half of this game one. And
Adverse.
Echo Clutch going to be able to find it there, clear it up.
Done. All right, please watch this. This is such a strategic setup, right? Adverse popping it down. Sambra hitting this one over. That's just such perfect positioning. Look at where the ball ends up. That's almost dead center. That's how you can tell that this was intentional and just, again, the work of a very well-coordinated team in Arlington.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And as I'm unsure at the moment. I think UT Arlington might be having a sub at the moment. I'm trying to... One of these names... It's been a few weeks. Last time we casted the UT Arlington, I believe was before Christmas. So I'm trying to remember all of their player names that we saw.
Navik, I'm more of a Power 5 kind of caster, and don't really do the Founders Invitational that well, you know. I'm totally kidding, of course. Just talking about the other conferences that are up here. I'm happy to be here, of course. 2-1 scoreline here. This is Arlington up by 1. Arlington up by trying to make it to Bindo with another fantastic and impressive defensive hold.
Yeah, Echo Clutch here. Oh, right, the pinch coming out, shooting that ball straight down between Samba and Sunblaze. Now, once again, Adverse in position, looking to set it up, and the ball jumps over him. Oh, no! Bindo seeing the opportunity.
Yeah, just a slight miscoordination there. That's just what's going to happen, but Adverse looking to change this up and get a little redemption cycle going. Sambra over there, nice pass over. Picasso and members of RIT all over this one. Again, not gonna let that one happen so easily. Nicely done! Oh my god, what a setup here. Nice tying up shot for RIT. Adverse. Did he miss that again? Was that the second mishap here from this player in like 20 seconds?
I mean, I'm sure.
I just gotta call it like I see it. It kind of looked like, I mean, Adverse missed a more obvious one just a second ago, but that one leading to a score. Now tied up here is seeing, I mean, the first two games are pretty even though they were, you know, sometimes the team really ran away with them, but this has been an even game.
But now, once again, oh my goodness, RIT looking to try and find their third goal again now. Oh, are they going to be able to do it? The save coming out.
Nicely done. Yeah, that was a very impressive block by Adverse. You know, I call everything like I see it, right? I'm not saying that Adverse is a bad player by any means, and that is him proving he can still, he's got the skills to pay the bills, right? Even with small mishaps like that, you can still come back and redeem yourself, just like Sambra came through with a very, very impressive defensive push on that one, utilizing every speed trick in the book to get the corner of goal and block that one off. But Sunblaze up top, coming down, fiery action from up top, and gets right past this defender. I gotta give a shout out to that pass as well, right? It looked like a mini pinch against the wall. Not something that you're gonna see very frequently, and not something that is very easy to tell where it's going.
No, but again, RIT here, I don't think anybody was expecting to go into this and see RIT taking game one. And I'm not trying to call it like
No,
in
we're
that
not there
situation.
yet,
That wasn't intentional to be definitive, but it's just I don't think anybody would have expected it, right? But at the moment they are setting themselves up for success.
Really holding their own and not letting the pressure of some possibly well-known names up against them have any effect on this game so far. If it is, they are not letting it show. Nobody has told them. 3-2 now, just gotta touch the ground, and this will be it. Somebody is trying, and other teammates getting up under it. Great job on that one, but might have just want to push this all the way because lead of one. That's gonna hit the bottom. RIT taking game one. 3-2. How exciting.
Very, very close. Sunblaze there with the traitor tag with the one own goal. As we look over the stats here, Sunblaze, 4 shots, 3 goals. All of the goals coming out for RIT there. Plenty of teamwork as well being seen by Bindo and Carso. And you can't put UT Arlington down like that either, right? Because we see the 2 goals. It's pretty close overall. And I'm very, very curious to see how this goes into game 2. Now that both these teams are kind of warmed up against each other, kind of maybe figured each other's game plans out a little bit. I'd love to hear the communication going on right now in the downtime between the games.
Yeah, what is it exactly that they think they could do better on? That what exactly is it that they think they need to stop doing or maybe cut down on frequency of action, right?
Absolutely.
There's just theory crafting at its absolute best right now. We have no idea. It would be cool to include you know, team comps at some point, but that might be for the future. We even had a Samba player who was who just said warm up game. So UT Arlington not giving this one up by any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and now we are going to be kicking it off into game number 2. RIT having 1 point on the board in this best of 3 series.
Best of 5.
Best of 5. Sir. I completely blanked there.
All gravy.
UT Arlington.
All gravy.
Managing to find that first one though. Like you said, warm-up game. I mean,
yeah, exactly. I've been saying Sambra this whole time because of the Overwatch character Sombra, and I'm sorry about that, Samba. I will try to get your name correct.
Yeah.
Samba, no R.
Oh dear, it's absolutely fine. Tug, it happens to the best of us. I just called our best of 5 or best of 3. We've been playing so much Rocket League. But coming
terrible
out,
casters. Get these guys out of here.
Absolutely awful. Echo Clutch here, passing it to Samba. Samba getting it down to Adverse. Sunblaze stealing it away. Echo Clutch now with possession once again. No boost from Samba. Good
Great
touch
block.
though, setting up Bindo. Going to be there to clear it away.
Yeah.
Echo Clutch right on it.
That's a shot that if our defending team there, the RIT team, had not had the boost to get there, that'd have been a fantastic aerial shot that results in points all day long. But Bindo is there. Great management for them as Adverse taking the pass right down the middle and just line this one in. Call it a bowling ball, and that's a fast one.
Whew. And
what is...
we go.
Man, okay, so, I mean, we kind of saw this I just gotta say, man, we kind of saw with Niagara, right? Defensive positioning just not really there when the pressure is on and balls are coming. That was Casso there, just not centered up in goal, not in a great way to, try and block balls.
Yeah, and now once again, Echo Clutch has ball possession here, tries to get it away. Good challenge coming out, stealing it from underneath, but Sambo was already in the air, ready. Just in case that happened, and the prediction coming out from him was absolutely fantastic. Bindo tries to get a Casso. Echo Clutch challenges it away. Shot on goal by Sunblaze. It's going to go in.
Wow. So, yeah, this is actually now UT Arlington's chance to, kind of do what we saw, unfortunately, RIT do. Like, the pressure was there, and it just they didn't utilize the little amount of time that they had to get there and get set up defensively. It was a fantastic pass shot from RIT all day long, but if there had been a defender there, obviously we might have seen something different. Not for sure, we might have seen something different.
Yeah, here we go. Now once again, pressure being put on to UT Arlington by RIT. Gotta get it past one, gets it past Echo Clutch. Samba trying to contest it, manages to get it away from Sunblaze. Casso now needs to defend it, gets it to Bindo. Bindo looking to clear it, gets contested by Echo Clutch. Adverse shot on goal, gonna find it.
Done. Wow, look at that. That was a fast one right there. We'll see the speed of this shot. 66 miles per hour. I believe that's something like 100 kilometers per hour.
Something like that. I can't do the conversion off the top of my head.
Something like that. Yeah, very, very impressive.
106 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, it was close. There you go. So UT Arlington pulling ahead with a 2-score lead on this one. After I gotta say, it just seems like they've been maintaining these possessions, and when they have a player on a breakaway, he is almost always so far able to have gotten past his counterpart on the side of RIT.
Yeah, absolutely, and that just shows UT Arlington. And when it comes off the backboard here, they do typically manage to find a goal as well. So once again, setting it up, good challenge coming out, but Samba's right on top of it, trying to stop his opposition. Adverse getting it to Samba. Samba's going to recenter it, and there you see Echo Clutch trying to make the shot slightly too wide, but Samba's there. Bindo, though, also there, ready to save it.
Batted it down on that one. You can get it done on offense, get it done on defense. Fantastic defensive performance on that one. And that was almost a really, really good shot. Again, that was a UT Arlington team that was not fully set up. If he'd have gotten that, that'd be it. But Echo Clutch knocks it in there. Just absolutely diving goal on this one as we hit about halftime, 4-1 up for side of UT Arlington.
And yeah, that's going to be UT Arlington, like you said, finding that fourth goal.
Oh, man.
Like, it's one of those things, right, where you start to wonder if it was genuinely just a warm-up game for UT Arlington.
Yeah, that is what they said. That is what they said. We are now looking at the highest score differential so far in this matchup between UT Arlington and RIT. Now pressure coming onto UT Arlington. Casso trying to get this one away.
Once again, RIT having possession, shot onto goal, going slightly too high by Casso. Casso tries to get the double tap and commit there, but it does get cleared away. Adverse now with the equal opportunity for his team. But, gets bounced back. We're back in ping pong time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is typical Rocket League, right? We're seeing this ball just absolutely live within a couple car lengths of these two goalposts and not spending very much time in between.
Here we go now, once again, back, forth, getting it to Adverse. Adverse sending it for Echo Clutch. Echo Clutch faking away his opposition, but doesn't fake away Casso.
Nice job there again, utilizing that move. Just hit this ball up and make it spend time in the air. At the absolute least, what that does is force the offending team to get something done up in the air, and if they don't have the boost, it's not going to happen. Now 5-1, extending the score differential by just a little bit. We saw, 5 total scores in the first game. Now we're looking at 7 with a minute and a half.
And then coming down once again, kickoff number 6. I think we might be going to an overall game 4. I'd like to see it go to game 5. I think game 5 would be very, very hype. I think if any two of the schools having a matchup against UT Arlington, I think RIT is going to be the one taking to game 5. I
gotta say, I think I can see it happening 100% as well. These have been very, very close games, but coming back from a 5-1 score differential is just a little bit difficult. Definitely possible, but I think we're going to see a game 4, but it's going to happen next time when the pressure's on a little bit more. Yeah. That's my prediction. A lot of comms in chat here, I gotta say that.
Yeah, interesting.
Explosions to boot as well. The Sunblaze here. taking out one. We saw earlier how that doesn't actually always help, though. And that has resulted in players spawning in a more advantageous position than they were before. Of course, you do spawn back with, what, 34 boosts, right?
I think it's just around number 30.
Okay, well,
right now,
we'll pay attention next time. Nicely done. Oof. I like how Adverse didn't give that up, right? Like, all through adversity, he was right there. Echo Clutch tried that one, but I mean, what? He tapped ball 3 times past 6 seconds or so, 7 seconds. No, it's not 7 seconds, about 15 seconds in the attempt to get that one up there, and then gets it done himself. If you want something done, gotta do it yourself, Navik.
Yeah, and now once again, only 20 seconds left onto the clock. I think we're definitely gonna go to 1-1. So
we're gonna see a game 4, but I think it's gonna happen in the next one. This is a RIT team that has shown that they can get it done. Obviously, they won the first game, so this is obviously a more dominant win at 6-1 over instead of 2-3. But we'll see how they fare in game 3 and who takes it.
That's gonna be 1-1 to the Arlington RIT here now tied up overall on the scoreboards. I mean, coming into game 3. Again, we're gonna have to see RIT making the switch up now, right? RIT won game 1. UT Arlington switched it up, kind of changed their play styles around, and now we're gonna have to see RIT doing the same thing.
6-1 scoreline. So talk to me a little bit about these stats.
The stats overall at the moment, like Adverse with those 4 goals, but more importantly, 7 shots from Adverse, 5 shots from Echo Clutch, 6 shots from Samba. Echo Clutch, the lowest amount of shots on their team, was still 1 more than the total shots from all of RIT players combined. So that just shows you the ball possession, the ball control, and the amount of pressure that they put on. Not only that, but Echo Clutch has 3 assists in 6 of their goals. So he had a 67% participation in all of the goals overall.
Yeah. If there's a point being scored by UT Arlington, chances were in this previous round, this player was a part of that through and through. Either it was assisting or getting it himself. Now, what I got to say, Sunblaze over here, is the only player with the RIT team who got a goal in the last one, but still points-wise was the lowest. What that tells me, especially with Bindo's 7 saves, is that Picasso and Bindo were doing much better defensively than they were on offense. They did have shots, but obviously no actual goals. But the ability to get that much done defensively is fantastic. Can set up for a well-performing team. You just need to have that offense and have to have Sunblaze step up and get that done.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be what it comes down to, right? Is that coordination, those rotations. I mean, it's just core fundamentals of Rocket League. Yeah. And also, they're doing a really good job at challenging UT Arlington's aerials. Carso finding the first goal there for RIT. This is what they need.
Yeah, this is not a UT Arlington team that saw this one at all. Talk about a takeaway. Adverse was, like he was in the right position, but he was already moving forward, a little bit with the team to try and apply pressure in midfield and stuff. Not a bad way. I don't think anybody except for that offending player saw that takeaway coming.
Yeah, no, he committed for that and took it away. And that's going to be goal number 1, like I said, which is a great position to be, because now if UT Arlington managed to just get one of their spontaneous goals out from them, they're still just going to be timed.
Yeah. Well, because we've seen Arlington get a couple of the longer balls, right? Not lucky shots by any means now. Don't take my words as mean that at all. This is a coordinated team that has earned every goal they've had so far, but some of them have come off the back of longer shots when, defensive players were not fully set up. We talk about rotations, that is how you get there.
Yeah, and I think that's why the word spontaneous works a little bit more, like a little better when describing how UT Arlington plays, right? Because they seem to have these gigabrain communication coordination setups where you just don't see it coming until they're shooting on goal.
And I mean, that's so indicative of good players, right? Like, being able to see these coming and, evaluate a situation just like we, previously saw against Averse, right? And just like that, this is Arlington, really, really getting it done. They know the value of a good pass.
Yeah, Adverse to Echo Clutch. Adverse wasn't even going for the goal there. He was 100% trying to bait the opposition away, tap it on the backboard, get it to Echo Clutch, and just let Echo Clutch get a free shot in because the other team committed for the ball. And it's those mental mind games.
My bad. What I was going to say is you can tell that a lower shot would have been blocked off easy peasy. That was Bindo and Casso all over that one. If that had been lower, that would not have, no way that would have gotten in, and we'd see a defending team with a hard rebound, right? So that ball would not have been in position for our Echo Clutch player on the offense to have gotten that one in.
Oh, Samba there showing off. I believe he may have just gotten the flip reset as well there. Didn't commit to it. But always fun to see a bit of styling on your opposition, kind of showing off your skill.
Absolutely. Oh, missed defensive block. Picasso is there, so yeah, gotta say this is a Rochester Institute of Technology team that has done much better at getting there when they need to defensively. Much better.
Yeah, the defensive rotations are really improving here. And that's the other thing. When you play against such a good team, you have to step it up, and that makes you a better team.
Yeah. I've said it before, previous casts, especially since we've talked a little bit about this Arlington team. You know, players hit the ball whenever they can. Professionals wait for you to make a mistake. And now this is a RIT team that is simply making less mistakes.
Absolutely. And also a UT Arlington team that's playing well. 1-1. They're keeping them at bay, and I think that's the most important thing we can be saying about RIT at the moment.
Yeah.
Is they are going blow for blow and retorting those back as well.
Yeah. Arlington has not been playing poorly at any point in this game. I really just think the difference between game 1 to now is an RIT team that started out again making some mistakes with defensive rotations and have eliminated those mistakes. They have been able to see what they were doing in that time, either between matches or maybe in between games, or in between entire matches, in between entire games, or even when somebody is responding or whatever. They're able to coordinate with their team and just cut out those mistakes. That is core Rocket League.
Yeah. Core fundamentals, I think, in absolutely any...
Yeah, literally any competition.
Yeah,
right? Realizing what you're doing wrong and fixing that.
Yeah, you just described just self-evaluation and team evaluation. It's an important skill for anybody to learn that wants to improve.
Yeah. You gotta keep your commentary calls like super not specific, right? So you're like always right.
It's
you're
vague.
Always correct.
Yeah, super duper vague, right? Broad strokes. But now.
And go ahead, big dog.
Okay. Well, I was, that was us both being polite. No, I was gonna say, but at the same time here, UT Arlington are setting something up. They were playing super defensive, and I think we're waiting, like you said, for them to make a mistake and push maybe slightly too aggressive. Maybe that's the general consensus that they're coming to. RIT with an attempt there. Echo Clutch with a save. They go for it again and again. Oh no! I think there might have actually been. Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah, a teammate hitting a Samba, not able to get it done there at the end. Man, that was that was an Arlington team. I think everybody got a defensive block on that in the past 15 seconds or so. I think every one of these three players touched that ball defensively and kept RIT from scoring for at least a while. Now, that is going to work ultimately to the advantage of RIT because time is now against the University of Texas Arlington.
Yeah, UTA now on the back burner, and we can't say that we've seen that very frequently. Whew.
We have not. And we might even see our first actual overtime game. We're definitely going to see a game 4 no matter what, and who wins this, but maybe actually overtime. Who knows? 30 seconds to go. One more goal by UT Arlington will spell overtime. OT.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be the first overtime that we've seen so far. This evening.
Tonight. Exactly. But, RIT looks like they're more comfortable just kind of playing this ball and keeping it rolling around to eat up this clock.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to say something that we haven't mentioned is RIT and UT Arlington are both undefeated in their series. Week 1.
Bindo is saving the game there. Man, oh man, this guy got 7 defensive blocks last game. I am incredibly excited to see what that stat line is this time.
Yeah, so going back to my prior
6.
point, just 2 seconds. Going over it, week 1, UT Arlington beat Canisius 3-0. RIT beat Marist 3-0. Then week 2, UT beat Niagara 3-0, and RIT beat Siena 3-0. So both of these teams haven't dropped a game. Like an individual round in their sets, and now they've both dropped it against each other, right? They're both playing to keep that perfect series score now. And going over the stats of this individual game, you have Bindo with 3 shots, Bindo and Casso both having very similar score lines, but Bindo with 6 saves. Can we talk about how much that man is doing work, right? 6 saves is a phenomenal scoreline. It just shows how defensive you're being. But when you also have tied shots and a goal. Sunblaze is kind of taken a bit to the back burner after playing super duper well in their first win. And now jumping into the next game. This could be match point for RIT.
Yeah, seriously, very apt analysis. Seriously, that is almost word for word and without your cute little accent of what I was gonna say. I feel like last time we saw Sunblaze, I kind of mentioned that we needed the offensive performance from him, but really you don't need that when you had Casa and Bindo really step up in this previous game. Now we're gonna see how this does play out. RIT up in the series 2-1.
But yeah, no, now the kickoff coming off. It's one of those things where I think, I really don't know. I really think this is going to go to a game 5. But if there we go. UT Arlington managed to score the first one there. Samba making sure it is at least going to go to a game 5. I was going to say, if RIT managed to beat UT Arlington and only drop one game, I think that's going to surprise everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, man. Both of these teams were undefeated coming in here. It is the nature of the competition that we need a winner, we need a loser. There's no ties here in Rocket League. One of these teams will be going home with their first L so far in the Founders Invitational. Nice explosion there, and that's going to set it up. Fantastic play here by RIT. You know, the best block is no B there, right? And they made sure that defender was not there.
Yeah, that demolition there was really smart. I could almost say that, you know, it was a bit of a clutch on Echo Clutch. But he did get demoed, and it was important, right? Because Echo Clutch has been a core part, I think, of every single play we've seen come out from UT Arlington. He seems to be a bit of the pin, right?
An everyman.
Take him out, yeah. And
the jack of all trades.
At the moment, it worked out for them. They managed to tie it up, so that first goal UT Arlington scored super duper early, completely nullified. But this is another opportunity, as there's nobody in defense. If UT Arlington don't get a goal on this open goal, that's so unfortunate for them.
Yeah, I mean, just with the amount of time this ball spent aloft, that was an RIT team that was able to get back there and respond. Like you said, if that had just been a little bit lower, we'd be looking at a reset right now, and we'd be looking at an Arlington team up 2-1. As it is, we're looking at 1-1 as 1 minute expires. Playtime-wise, as we're in, Sambo getting super aggressive with it, and Echo Clutch, like you mentioned, all over this ball, as he is one to do.
Yeah, Echo Clutch, again, just playing super duper well. With the rest of his team, like, again, UT Arlington are just an absolutely class. They are a unit, but RIT might be their kryptonite.
Seriously, and it might be. I think that's easy to call so far because they're up 2-1 in the series after, like you said, just a lot of eyes were on this Arlington team. I think it's a fair way to say it. What we're looking at, though, is RIT just completely in the driver's seat. They have engineered this game, and it is going exactly the way they want to. A little bit high there. That ball not going to land on top of that one, as now the pressure comes on the other side. Long rebound equals a flip in possession. Nicely done. Echo Clutch again. All over these balls, man. Getting it done himself. I think that was Adverse. Yeah, that was Adverse who did hit it. I'm not sure if that was an intentional pass because there was an offending player there, an opponent there, excuse me. But still just making the most of it, right? Echo Clutch, man. This has been his game.
And now at the moment, tied up 2-2. 3 minutes left onto the clock. I mean, I really don't know which they are. These are two titans trading blow for blow, and
in a very large respect. Oh, the guillotine, the self. Wow, my goodness! Sunplay is bringing the fire from above on that one. Look at this. Comes up and then he has got to be out of boost. There's no way he got to have gone up there with like 90 or something like that. It was a very impressive play by this guy. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want something done, Navi, you got to do it yourself. That's Sunblazing, encapsulating that phrase through and through, bringing it to life.
Yeah, and now, my goodness. Okay, here we go. Oof.
That was almost really bad for RIT after some really nice goals there. If that last little bit had missed, we'd be looking at a lineup and an even score.
Now, coming out. Tap. When Bindo passing it, resetting it. Looking to go for a waterfall. Didn't find it, though, as Samba was up there. Now Samba's going to clear it away. This is now UT Arlington has the onus to try and score and tie this up. And they aren't going to find it. Oh, my goodness, Carso.
Casso says no go on that one, sends this one flying, and now in the driver's seat is RIT. They've got it. Midfield push now. Adverse flipping this one around. Momentum going the other way as Samba in just the right positioning on that one as it went for a little roller action. RIT did to try and get this on the other side. Not going to happen. Not so easy. Now Adverse trying to get something done himself. Takes a page from Echo Clutch's book, and Samba is there after both defenders whiff the defensive block.
Well, there you go. 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left onto the clock. We are 30 seconds into the second half.
We're seeing a game 5.
And
We're
it's
seeing a
dead
game
tied.
5.
You think so? You calling
100%.
it?
Look at this. Every single time RIT has scored, we've seen within a minute, less than a minute, I think, and we got 2 of them left here in Navik. We've seen Arlington come back and score to, to tie this up or to take an advantage. We're seeing a game 5.
Oh no, we've seen RIT take the advantage every time.
I meant the last game and a half. What I'm saying is Arlington has not let this get away from them.
No. Well, there you go.
And there it is again. Thank you, Arlington. I appreciate you proving my point and proving Navik wrong.
Wow. Some hostility coming out in the casting booth today. But Adverse there. Fantastic goal. Does put UT Arlington up into the advantage state for the first time this game.
Yeah, seriously. Game one was very close. Game 2 was a complete one-sided barn burner here for Arlington. Now Arlington is trying to recreate that, tie this up in the game 4, and push it to a game 5 in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, now once again, RIT are going to be looking to try and even this goal out, go it into overtime. Bindo with the opportunity takes a shot, goes for the backboard. There's a lot of whiffs. There's an opportunity, and that's going to be 4-4. RIT tying it up.
Sunblaze's second score on this one, I believe. I was just going to say what I would like to see is Sunblaze and Casso both getting opportunities aerially over here in front of Arlington's goal. We saw that was Sunblaze with a very impressive guillotine play by himself 2 or 3 scores ago. I think that they have the ability to go up there and put the pressure on, and Arlington has not been able to answer effectively every single time.
Yeah.
Now, some of the times they have, but not every time have they been able to, so.
Right now, once more, right, Adverse hit, getting the tap, finds the goal.
Nice.
Minute buzzer just went as well. Oof.
I think that's 2 scores now in a row. No, excuse me, that was, yeah, that's been broken up, actually. Well, it was 1-1-1 now, right? Past 3 scores.
I believe. Oh. No.
Arlington scoring and then RIT and then...
No. It was RIT scoring.
Oh, no, you're right,
Arlington
because
scoring,
they're ahead.
they
That's 2 in a row. Yep.
switched. Yeah.
Yep, excuse me. Pressure on here. Bindo going up top, looking for it. Samba's all over him, though. Again, not going to happen so easily. Call this guy the anti-aircraft gun because Casso fell just as soon as Echo Clutch was able to get him down bottom. Now, respawning in. Offenders only have 2 players. Bindo there. Over the side. Nice stop on that one. Completely neutralized that momentum. Casso here playing back and a nice block away, but this is RIT needs to score one. They need to score one now.
And now once more Adverse trying to get it to Echo Clutch. Echo Clutch stealing it away, centering it back up. His team's going to be taking a shot. Adverse is there. Takes the shot onto goal. Saved by Casso once again. Now this is the opportunity. This is the only chance RIT has to tie out this game.
Are we going to see a game 5? Adverse trying to make this up to 2, and he does! And I do believe with that we have secured our game 5 scenario. Is that correct, Navik?
It's looking like it. I mean, I'm no psychic, right? We could have a kickoff goal into kickoff goal.
Look at this guy. Echo Clutch was previously the one who was doing it, but now that's Adverse with some very impressive aerial footwork on that. Maybe call it wing work or something else, because that was pushed across at least 2 defenders.
Yeah.
Game 5.
Whew. Now, coming in to a game number 5, the last game of the evening. And I said at the start of the set, if anybody's going to take UT Arlington to game 5, it's going to be RIT. And they've successfully done it, right? They have pushed this Titanic team to their limits.
Seriously. Two undefeated teams. We're going to see loser going home, tail between their legs on this one. 5 shots for Sunblaze. So that is the kind of performance that I was predicting last game. Now coming out in this one, 5 shots, 2 goals. Even here with Casso, as scorelines just along the other side were just a little bit different, right? These guys getting a lot more attempted shots in there. Goals only being 2 more, of course, but the attempted shots were much higher for UT Arlington in that last match, or round, excuse me.
Yeah, and now we're going to be getting into the last game of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're as excited as we are to figure out who's going to win this set. Because really, I think it's up in the air.
It's up in the air. I see what you did there, my friend. Sunblaze makes it not so up in the air and blocking this one away. And now with this team, RIT, getting up close. Actually, we saw Claire just call for a reset.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Was there a bit of an accent there?
Okay.
All right, so we are.
So they did call for a reset before the score. So we are going to put this one out all the way 0-0 5 minutes. Is that correct?
Yes, that is exactly what we're gonna do.
Gotcha. Just making sure we're letting the people know to expect, right?
I will see if I can get an update momentarily to see why the reset happened.
Yep. And a quick shout out here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Obviously, I feel that I've done many games here with Electronic Gaming Federation between the high school and collegiate founders here with this Power 5 stuff that I was doing previously, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. Obviously, a whole lot of names here logically can be expected to continue to show their names, show their faces, and do big things in esports. This is just merely a stepping stone.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm
EGF 1?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
I'm excited to see where this goes. This series is like, I believe the term that you use is a barn burner. Is that
barn burner?
That the correct terminology?
Yes, sir.
It's exciting. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know where we're gonna end up. And
I called the game 5, but I have no idea what's gonna happen here, Navik.
Like really, at the moment, this just feels like it. You know what? I'm gonna call it. I have no idea. There you go. That was the call you didn't expect. We're gonna hit it off into the kickoff. Echo Clutch.
We have no predictions. We know nothing.
Getting the advantage. Stay here. Good attempt. Okay, Bindo clearing it away though. The man has been working so hard.
Bindo on the offense, man. Go hand in hand like America and apple pie. I don't know. Long range shot here is pressure now put on to RIT. The second time this game.
Yes.
Clutch here, getting up close and personal, trying to knock this one away, and did maintain that. Now possession onto Arlington. They're looking for a nice setup here. Samba with the first shot. Echo Clutch not there for the follow-up. Not something we're going to see very frequently.
Yeah, no, and we're already 40 seconds into the game, and there's not been a goal already.
Oh my goodness. Bindo and Echo Clutch doing battle up top. Little dogfight, if you would. The airplanes going at it. That's basically what these guys are. When they're loaded up with 80 plus boosts, that's basically what they are.
Yeah, or, you know, they could call them planes or supersonic rocket bag and acrobatic power cars, you know?
Well, I'm not as linguistically gifted as you are, Navik, so I'll just keep it with airplane. Airplane!
Reasonable. You know what? I'll take the compliment and keep going. Adverse here, looking for the flip reset, gets the tap, tries to go for it. Again, Echo Clutch, Castle with the save. Echo Clutch, a good attempt there on the shot on goal. Paso, though, once again, a defensive prowess really showing opportunity for RIT. They don't find it, though.
Yeah, Sunblaze, nice follow-up on that one, but was not able to get that through. Not one, but two different Arlington members. Obviously, that's not something anybody's going to find, like, lint in their pocket. This is an Arlington team that is playing very well, and this is two teams that have been incredibly aggressive. Now Bindo striking first. So what I was going to say is, this is two completely different teams, right? They are still there, and they're still playing well and coordinating, setting up, and getting the rotations in there. But everything in this game so far has just been more fast-paced. Everybody knows that this is Game 5.
Yeah, and this is it, right? RIT taking the lead in game number 5.
Yeah, this ball is just living in the air. Yeah. This is, I mean, by this ball continuously being, spending time up in the air, that is literally pressuring every single one of these guys to get up there, maintain boost, use it very wisely, because there's only so much you can do down bottom without that sacred boost. You're only one true resource in this game.
Yeah.
Playing time.
And here you see it going adverse, right? Good tap. Cleared away though, contested, coming out. RIT is not afraid to contest UT Arlington in the air, and I think that's the biggest thing. They are going for them match to match. They're standing their ground, or should I say, keeping air control. And here's going to be the... Oh my goodness, Echo Clutch for once doesn't find the easy goal.
Yeah, again, like that was something you'd find like Pocket Blend. And Echo Clutch not getting that, just uncharacteristic. This is a player that has just been getting way harder shots than that all through these games so far.
Yeah, I think maybe the armor's starting to crack with the pressure.
Not for Adverse, though. He's all over these defensive plays, and that was just another one to add to the logbook on that. Being done now with a good stop on this, but ball momentum now sent towards middle field as RIT gets in the offender's position.
Go, Echo Clutch. All right, Bindo challenges it, clears it away, puts it in side.
Another number I want in this game is like the number of possession changes, right? Like when the opposing team hits it after one team has for a while, because this has gone back and forth. Again, this has been much more fast-paced. None of these teams are really even bothering to try for like longer setups, and they can see the other team do the exact same thing. There's no time left in these players' clocks.
Yeah, oh, okay, trying Carso. Goes under, good touch here, coming out from Bindo. Carso in possession to recenter it for his team. Minute left on the clock, and only one goal has been had this entire game.
Yeah, what? We saw a game 1, 5 total scores, game 2, 7 total scores, game 3, 3. This has been far and away the lowest scoring game so far, even if these guys came out and put up 3 in the last minute.
Yeah, it's really, really starting to come down to the wire here. I would not be surprised if we go into overtime. And there, oh my goodness, they saved it!
That was so close! Sunblaze, man. Gotta be. Yeah, that's just a very, very good block. Sunblaze has gotta be thanking the Lucky Stars for getting that one. Or not Lucky Stars, thanking the Skillful Stars. Another really, really fast shot and another block by Sunblaze. Setting fire to this ball. Is this Sunblaze players? We're looking at 30 seconds to go. RIT is still up.
And now 30 seconds left. And the ball is not where UT Arlington wants it. Oh, it's in their side of the court.
Pressures against this Arlington team again. RIT with a nice takeaway on this one as Samba commits fully. Adverse over the side, got himself that big boost. Now trying, 9 seconds to go. The flip comes in there and Samba takes it. Nicely done. That was a fantastic setup here by Adverse, getting this ball up close. Right there, past one, not one, but two there. Adverse did his best, or excuse me, I believe that was Casso, did his best to try and get that one away, but Adverse, fantastic job.
Yeah, no, this is now 5 seconds left onto the clock. The amount of demolitions coming out, a massive, oh my
that's
goodness.
Long range.
Oh, no, okay.
Oh,
okay.
This is an Arlington team who wants to be thanking their Lucky Stars. That is thanking the Lucky Stars, because that would have been a goal, my friend.
Yeah, now this is coming into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't watch much Rocket League or quite understand the game, if the teams end up in a tie situation, instead of the game ending in a tie, it goes into overtime. And the team to score the first goal is going to be decided the victor. Strap yourself in for a long one, ladies and gentlemen.
Match.
Because
instant,
we could be here for a while.
Yeah, exactly. There's no time limit on this one, and this is as even as it gets. Again, even with this, if this will end at 1 and 2, and there it is. Samba gets it in. Arlington with another nice bounce play on that one. I gotta say, if there's another difference between these two teams, that was Samba on this one who got it. Echo Clutch, I think, got 2 of them of the similar format. Like being able to bounce this one around, especially when there's defenders in front of you, is just so impressive, because the inclination to just hit it really, really hard is always there, obviously. And if you do that with a bounce, it is going to go either high or hit a crossbar, right? 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, and that's going to be UT Arlington taking the series. But let's not underestimate RIT, right? Or lowball what they did. They took UT Arlington to game 5, which I don't think anybody thought, right? They went toe-to-toe in pretty much every single game. The final game came down to overtime. What an absolutely phenomenal series, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank the schools for playing this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure to cast.
Yeah, it really was.
Of course,
we had 2 overtime rounds this all 3 games between... Yeah, that was University of Delaware and Marist College. That was University of Delaware winning that one. Canisius and Niagara with Canisius winning that one. And then Arlington RIT this last game, right? And we saw 2, not 1, but 2 overtime games, and both of them were in this last one. And one of them was a game 5. You don't get closer, Navik. What an awesome and interesting game.
Yeah, no, it really, really came down to that. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for us this evening. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure, of course, to follow us on Twitter and Twitch at official EGF. I have been at Cavan Navik Dignan. You can find me on Twitter at NavicCasts.
Yes, sir. And I am Jordan FBI Tugboat Fitzpatrick, doing the nice formal quotations in the middle. You can find me over at Twitter at twitter.com/FBI_tugboat. That's where I'm at.
And we will see you tomorrow if you would like to tune in for the Power 5 Invitational at the same time, which is 6:05 EST. We'll see you then.